And you can check him out. Funny looking bird, isn't he? He's got a really long beak. And there's the peewee, the magpie lark, and then we've got a currawong in the background there. And he's making that call. Let's throw some food out for them. 2 currawongs and a big ibis. Did you find something to eat, currawong? Yes, you got one, didn't you? Alright. Okay, that's enough. I'll see you all in the morning for breakfast. Bye. G'day guys, welcome back. Got some browns and pinks today. I was inspired by Jilly Rice Cube. Hey Jilly, with her wonderful swipes and balloon kisses. I don't think I've ever done browns and pinks, or if I have, it's been quite a while. So let's do it, browns and pinks. And I did throw in a bit of a salmony colour as well, just for fun. So not the same colours that she used, but still along the same lines as the browns and pinks. So the pouring medium today, it's heavy. My GAC 800 arrived in the mail last week, so I'm just using some of that. And I've also got my Elmer's glue all. So I've got 60% Elmer's glue all, 30% water, and then just 10% of the GAC 800, just to see how it goes. Got it there, I bought it, I might as well use it. I don't like the the double cells that GAC tends to give. I've seen other people get them, and I hope I don't get them, but I'm going to give it a go. Experimenting. Right, now let me just check these. I made them up about half an hour ago and my camera was going flat, so I went and charged it. So it's been sitting here for a half an hour. Hopefully the paints haven't thickened up too much. This one looks a bit thicker. Pop a few drops of water in there just to be on the safe side. Try and get all your consistencies the same if you can with all your paints. I did 50 grams of pouring medium and 50 grams of paint, except for this white. I did 40 grams of paint because I know the white has to be thinner or it will split. I may even put a few drops of water in it. I just don't trust it. Don't trust you. And also the brown. The brown was very thick. I had 50 grams of pouring medium and only about maybe 30 grams of the brown, because it is really thick, so to get them all the same consistencies. The other ones were fine. Righto, treadmill silicone for cells. Let's do 2. That would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, it should be, no, I probably need a little bit more. I won't put any in the white. Put a couple of extras in. All right, give those a good stir. So, as you know, I've been doing the 60% glue and 40% water recently. So by doing 60% glue, 30% water and 10% GAC, that's thickened my mix up, because that 10% GAC is thicker than the 10% of water that I would put in. So it is a slightly thicker mix. I guess it's more like my 70-30 that I have been using prior to this. So just, as I said, have a bit of a play, experiment, and see how we go. So I've gone dark, light, as I always do, so that I can get pretty cells. No point having 2 light colours next to each other or 2 dark colours next to each other, because your cells won't show up. You have to have that dark against the light for your cells and your cell rings to show up. So I've got this dark sort of a reddish purplish colour, and then my pink. I will tell you about the colours in a minute after I flip the cups over. Haven't got as much of the brown because I just wasn't sure if the brown would take over or not. And I really wasn't sure about this peachy colour either, but it's going in anyway. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Sort of, because I've got brown in there, the sort of salmony colour I thought might go nicely with the browns, and it kind of matches the pinks as well. The salmon's kind of a browny pink, isn't it? Sort of brownish, orangish, pinkish sort of a colour. I thought it would look nice anyway with the pink tones. Alright, so that's the last of that one. Put in the paler pink. So I'm just going to do 2 flip cups. I'm not going to drag, I'll just do the 2 flips. I don't have any leftover paint for my corners or any filling in bits, so hopefully I won't need it. I've made up 600 grams of mixed paint. I've got 6 colours, and I've gone 50 grams of Pora Medium, 50 grams of paint pretty much, so that's 600 grams of mixed paint. So that should be plenty for this size canvas, which is a 30 by 40 centimetre or 12 by 16 inch. I like using this size. It's a good little size to do little paws on. Some more of this creamy colour. This one's called Eggnog, sort of a cream or a beige colour. I thought that would look nice too with the pinks. Don't they look pretty together? I thought so. And finish off with a little bit of this salmon. Hopefully this won't take over. I might not scrape it all out, just in case it's one of those colours that really takes over. I don't know, I haven't used it in with pinks and browns, so we'll see how it goes. I can always do another one if it doesn't work, eh? I've done a couple of other paintings today with my gold and blues and blacks. Scraped a couple. So hopefully I won't have to scrape this one as well. This is the canvas I used for that blue one. I just washed it in the sink. Right. Oops, I'm supposed to be doing it there, aren't I? Not at the top, because I'm doing a flip, not a flip and drag. Sort of a little bit of a drag, you know, you've got to drag it a bit to get the paint out, but not the fast drags like I would normally do. Righto, the colours are white. They're all the globals today. And this one is called Eggnog, that creamy colour one. Burnt Umber is the dark brown. The pink is called Rose. And this is one of the new colours from Global. It's called Coral. Pretty. I do have my one that I make myself called Shrimp, which was another global colour. This one's a little bit darker than Shrimp. And then I made that one myself with some purple and some red. It's kind of a burgundy colour, I guess. Right, oh, that's released. Look at that. It's ready to go. Let's do it. Pop some back on the corners. Quite pale. That peach has taken over too. Wasn't sure what it was going to do, but obviously it's quite a dominant colour. Just went to get my little folded up puppy pedal pad to put in the middle of this. This particular canvas, this size, doesn't have a crossbeam underneath, so I always find that the paint sort of sags a bit. Alright, I'm just going to turn it around, tilt so that I can cover a little bit, and then I'll torch. Clean up my mess. I like to clean up my mess as I go. I'm not a very... I like to be tidy, I guess. I don't like mess. I've got my corner catcher there because I don't want to lose too much paint. This one's got a lot more of the burgundy in it, hasn't it? But it's faded a lot. So I'll need to fill this, and I'll go zigzag left and right to fill that. Don't want the paint to go over the side just yet. This long edge, I don't want it to go over there just yet. So I wanted to cover these corners first. That corner's done. Let's do this one. I don't mind that little bit of stripy corner there, so that can stay. I quite like that. Let's hope that I get some dark brown popping through with the cells, because it's all quite pinky apricot-y at the moment, isn't it? Not at all what I was expecting. Maybe I didn't put enough brown in it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Righto. I just want to cover this little bit here before I torch. A little bit more. Just because I'm moving the paint a lot, and I don't want my cells to overstretch with all that moving. I'd rather have smaller, petite, pretty cells than big, overstretched cells. So don't be afraid to tilt first and then torch afterwards. Do leave some tilting though, so that you can stretch your cells. Otherwise they're just too small, and I prefer them to be a little bit more on the stretched side. It's taking quite a lot of torching, this. My mix must be a bit thicker than, well, I know it's thicker because it's got the GAC in it. As I said, it's more like my 70-30 that I was using for a while. Let's go again into some of these blank areas that don't have much in the way of sellage. Whoops, that was too close. I've got a big colony happening there. Must be a lot thicker than I usually use, because I'm torching here and nothing's happening. That's all right, we'll have some blank areas. Right, let's have a look at the cells. Do we have GAC cells? GAC cells kind of look like kidneys, so I've heard. I haven't had much to do with GAC, but I don't really like the double cells. I like my cells to be individual, round cells, separated from the other cells. You know, have some space around them so that they each shine, stand out from the crowd. Yeah, I haven't really got much brown, have I? Really got lost. Okay, so now I'm just going to tilt, see if we can cover that corner, go over there, and we'll be done. Certainly not going to have huge cells in this pour, and I've got a little way to stretch them. Not a lot. Over you go. Over you go too. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? It's very pink. Where did all my brown go? The cells are pretty though. Don't really like this here that's sitting on the bottom. I don't think I can get all the way back down there again. I should have got rid of that while I had the weight of the paint down there. See those? It's really hard to go back down again once you've been there and then come back. It's really hard to go back down there again. Yeah, I've got a lot of these double cells, which I don't like, and then they're like a triple cell, and these here like a row. I think that's the GAC. And you wouldn't expect it, would you? It's got such a tiny amount of GAC in my mix, like 10%. It's, you know, out of this whole bottle, it would be like this little bottom bit down here. That's all that's in there. And the rest of it's glue and water. So that tiny little bit is still influencing my cells, which is amazing. And I don't like it. See, these are the cells I like. See over here? They're individual. I'm an individual. From the Life of Brian. You seen that? I'm not. I guess you've got to see the movie, don't you? Alright, let's see if I can go all the way down there and get rid of some of that on the bottom. So take the weight of the paint to where I want it to go. And down we go. I'm probably going to ruin it now by doing this, but I don't like it. Yeah, see this? This has gone all wobbly now. I had a row of cells there which looked okay. They were a row, but now they're kind of all overstretched. And that's what I'm saying about, you know, if you're happy with 70% of your painting, just leave it. I was happy with 70% of it. And now I'm probably only happy with 60% of it because I've made it worse. And these have overstretched here. So by doing that, I've actually made it worse. I haven't improved on it. So there you go. Lesson learned. Maybe I need to get rid of some of those. The colours are just unusual. Like I wasn't expecting this at all. This colour's really dominated. And I've kind of lost my brown, and that peach is really dominated. These two are still pretty. It's just, yeah, I had no idea what to expect. So there we go. Yeah, guess I'll leave it like that. Not that happy with it, but what can you do? I was about to scrape it, and then I thought, how about we do some little balloon dips on it and just see what happens, hey? Where's my balloon? It's over in the laundry sink. I'll have to use a proper balloon. I don't know if I want to, you know. Yeah, let's do it, because I don't like that. GAC cell there, right in the middle of that one. There we go. That's pretty. I was surprised. All right, in the middle of you, GAC cell as well. See all the paint dripping back into the middle? Way too much paint in there still. To go again on you, try and get some of that paint out of the center. It's just dripping back into the middle. I'm going to get my other glove. I don't like the balloons, I really don't. This is just a little, my gloves shrunk down. This is quite old, this glove, but I prefer the gloves over the balloons. I just do. I'm going to have to go and get some paper towel to put here. Bear with me. I'm just going to grab it. I've got to stop doing all these balloon dips, don't I? I mean, they are pretty. You get your pretty background, and then you get your cells, and then you get your balloon. So you're getting a bit of everything, really. And it is fun. Now, I don't like what that's doing there, so let's get rid of that. Oh, I'm going to go and get my bigger glove. Hang on. Hang on. It's in the laundry. Because it's a bigger glove, it's got more air in it, so I can actually make a bigger balloon. Make sure I hold on to those fingers. Okay, let's fix that white blob up there. Don't need to have a lot of balloons. I think I'll just sort of do one here and then one over there. See, I quite like this half. It's just really unbalanced. It kind of needs one. Where will I do one? Maybe here, because I like that corner. I'm not going to touch that corner. Maybe one here and then one down there. I'm going to have to do one here as well, because I don't like odd numbers on the balloons, on the dips. And I'll go again, take some of that paint off. Still leaving that little puddle there, but you can't do much about that. How's that look? Kind of needs more, doesn't it? Just to balance it. Which is a shame. Maybe I could do two little ones down here. Maybe just one over there. Decisions, decisions. Let's just go in the middle with a smaller one there. See how that looks. Is that okay? Is that kind of balanced enough? Sort of needs one over here as well, doesn't it? But if I do one there, then that's going to be really unbalanced. I don't want to do one over that, so I think I'll just leave it at 4. And I'm just going to go over again, get a bit more paint off. And I think that will do it. Oh no, this one's still got a heap of paint on it. Alright, that's better. When it starts making the little lines on the inside and they're staying there, then I know that I can leave it like that. Okay, what do we think? Throw that in the bin, fold that over. Okay, now I'll take you down for a close-up. A little bit more of that darker pinks come through, which is nice. In the flowers, that dark pinks come through, which is really pretty, isn't it? So I've got some pretty cells. I got rid of those GAC ones that I didn't like. There's still one there. Oops, I'm in the shadow. Look at you GAC cell. I'm just going to put the GAC away and forget I've even got it. Prefer not to use it. I've only used it twice and both times I wasn't impressed, so I'll just leave it. There we go. This corner's pretty pretty, isn't it? Okay, have a go at these colours, browns and pinks. Why won't you focus? And I'll most likely go again because I think I'll take the cream out. Don't really need the cream. And maybe increase the brown a little bit. See how we go with that. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.